What's up, everybody? Damon here, and for today's Daily Fix, we have the Odyssey blows box office expectations out of the water. Ryan Reynolds says Deadpool will return. This is your Daily Fix. Presented by Universal Orlando Resort and its newest theme park, Universal Epic Universe. Director Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey has blown box office expectations out of the water with an opening weekend that brought home an incredible $264 million worldwide. That split puts the adaptation at a domestic haul of $124.5 million, with international markets accounting for the other $139.5 million. The global total marks Nolan's biggest box office opening weekend ever, towering over his previous achievements, including The Dark Knight Rises at $249 million and The Dark Knight at $198 million. Earlier reports had The Odyssey expected to bring in an already strong $90 to $100 million domestically and $258 million globally. It has clearly sailed past those estimates. Variety reported that the film cost $250 million to produce and $125 million to promote. That makes it one of the more expensive theatrical productions of the year so far, but with its first few days already putting it past its production budget, it likely won't be long before it completely recoups those costs. The Odyssey is the 13th feature-length film directed by Nolan. For comparison, his previous project, 2023's Oppenheimer, pulled in $180 million in its opening weekend. The Barbenheimer phenomenon helped the R-rated biopic finish its time in theaters just shy of $1 billion. Moving on, Deadpool star Ryan Reynolds has discussed plans for a fourth outing as the Merc with a Mouth and said there are still deep cuts from the Marvel comics that his next film could feature. Reynolds has starred in 3 Deadpool films to date, with 2024's Deadpool and Wolverine earning a cool $1.3 billion at the box office. A sequel seems assured, and Reynolds has previously said he was working on ideas, even if a follow-up still sounds fairly far off. Now, speaking at Fanatics Fest via Hobby Nonsense, Reynolds suggested he was looking to tap fresh material from the Deadpool comics for a fourth movie, even highlighting several writers whose comic book runs he admired. Reynolds said, "There's certainly some stuff that I love that Fabian Nicieza wrote that is incredible. Jerry Duggan is a friend and an incredible comic book writer. There's stuff coming. There eventually will be another Deadpool film." Nicieza wrote the first solo Deadpool run and is credited with helping create the character. He followed up his work on Deadpool The Circle Chase and other series such as Cable and Deadpool and Cable Split Second. Duggan is notable for penning Deadpool Dracula's Gauntlet, Deadpool vs. S.H.I.E.L.D., Deadpool Does Shakespeare, and Wedding of Deadpool, among many others. He also contributed to the script of the Insomniac video game Sunset Overdrive prior to that studio's work on Spider-Man. When will we next see Deadpool on the big screen? So far, no plans have been announced, and there's no suggestion yet that Reynolds will be back for this year's Avengers Doomsday. In April, speaking to Today, Reynolds shared his idea of a team-up movie and suggested that he's moved on from making solo Deadpool movies altogether. Quote, "I have some stuff written, but I don't think I'm ever going to center him again. He's a supporting character. He's a guy that is great in a group." And that is your Daily Fix for Monday, July 20th. Now that you're caught up on the news, watch our video on the best, worst, and weirdest Spider-Man games. I'm Damon Hatfield, and for all your video game and entertainment news, stay tuned to IGN.